Check, check. Welcome to the Athlete Institute in Mono, Ontario. Orangeville Prep against V3 Academy. I thought we were doing the intros, but last second change. Also, if you notice, the uniforms on V3 Prep not here. And so we're going on some different numbers, so it's going to take me a minute to catch up to who's who. Orangeville Prep, obviously in the white and black, the home uniform. V3 in the red. I'm Chris McKee. Thanks for joining me. It is a sauna here in the gym. I don't believe the AC's on. Well, it certainly isn't where I am up here. Bears will inbound. Homecoming weekend. Great to be back in the gym. So on the floor right now, number 23, Judah Graham. Number 14, I don't have a 14. So even some of the Orangeville numbers a little off. V3 drives off the rim short. And one. That's Prince Ajoku, number 65. So I have all wrong numbers. It's going to take me a minute to catch up to who's who. Ajoku converts. 3-point lead for V3. It's 21. I don't have 21. My goodness. So here's what I'm going to wait, just because I don't have the numbers. Give me a minute. I'm going to go around the scores table. Check, check. Welcome. Okay. Welcome back. Orangeville Prep 6-5 lead. Eamon Eshak with the ball, number 3. Great lay-in missed. Orangeville Prep wrestles it back. Good pace to the game early, great energy in the gym. And that's Riaz Saliu missing on his first attempt. Ball knocked out of bounds, going to be Orangeville ball. Number 7, Chris Kirsten's out there. He's impressed early on right now. I had him as number 24, that's why all the numbers. I went and checked with both coaches. Obviously, one set of rosters gone. That's too long off the back of the rim. Rebound V3. And that's a cheap foul picked up. That's Riaz Saliu, class of 2023, out of Oshawa, Ontario. Not far from where I'm at, Pickering. Also the home of Elijah Fisher, now down at Texas Tech University. Expect big things from Elijah, who's been up in this gym a number of times. Number 65, Prince Ojukwu, inbounding for V3. Weinrich, he's got some great handle, kick out. Missed on the 3, rebound Orangeville. Eshak, it's a corner 3 for Kirsten's, too strong. He's got a nice stroke, he's got great length. Spoke to their head coach, Eric, before the game. And he was like, you got to watch out for this Kirsten's guy, so liking what I'm seeing so far. Too strong on that attempt. That was Rowan Scott-Smith. V3 down the other end. Weinrich had an open look, didn't want it. Lovely spin move. Can't get it to go. Orangeville in transition. Eshak, little floater. And 1. Eamon Eshak. 8-5, Orangeville in front. Don't forget, coming up tonight at 7 o'clock, Orangeville's national team coming up. Ooh, they're playing Tri-City Prep. Eamon Eshak at the free throw line. Eamon out of Ottawa, class of 2025. Substitution. Oh, we got a timeout on the floor. Well, thank goodness, kind of get settled here. Sorry about the intro. I went and checked all the players before, and then obviously one team's uniforms didn't get here. The coach is stuck in traffic, so they're using some of the Athlete Institute just practice jerseys. And then Orangeville, all their jersey numbers switch, so we'll get to it. Hey, it's homecoming first night. Season hasn't started yet. We'll get it down. I'm Chris McKeith. Thanks for joining me. Great to be back in the gym here in Mono, Ontario on a gorgeous fall afternoon. What a beautiful drive up the 404 along Highway 9, just so scenic. It's not often I get to come here during the day. Normally the games are, 7 o'clock at night, so especially in the winter, the sundown, it's usually dark when I'm driving up here, and so it's nice to kind of soak in the view. So I still don't have all the numbers on V3 yet, the red team. I'm missing numbers for Breon Wilson, Gabriel Catalano, and Vincent Warner, and Afan Razak. We'll have to get that at the half. Weinrich, step back, hits it. Lev Weinrich. Big three chips the lead down to 9-8. V3 inbounds. Sure, that was Trinity Bemba that hit that three. In and out. Rebound, Orangeville. Scott Smith leaves it for Eshak. Kirsten's down and denied. Kirsten was trying to back down as the much shorter defender. He should have turned and just put it up. He had about, 7-8 inches on his defender. The young guys, they got to figure that out, right? Sure, that was Owen Kennedy coming in for the first time. Long outlet. And everything but the finish. It was a beautiful pass. Wide open lane. Cole Gandhi. And then finally the response. Big three. Hey, three better than two. Works out all right for V3. They've got the lead now, 11-9. Scott Smith leaves it. And Kennedy lost a handle on it. I'm sorry, Kenny. I'm disheveled. This is the warm-up game for the national game coming up. I know who those guys are. I don't have to look at the roster. And Kirstens gets the roll. Chris Kirsten's easy, so he recognized much shorter defender, turn around, easy lay-in, tie ball game at 11. Short on that attempt. Kirsten's with the rebound. So the length on these young guys, pretty impressive, great size. Kenny too strong. And then Eshak trying to muscle his way in, couldn't do it. Prince Ojukwu. Imran Hassan, ball in his hand now for V3, number 89. He's got nowhere to go. And unfortunately, Rohan and Scott Smith had great defense. He had smothered his defender and just got turned around a little bit and ended up fouling. 3:12 in the first quarter to remain. .51, Cole Gandhi inbounding for V3. It's guarded by Eshak. Drives, attacks, lovely finish. That's Liam Holmes for V3. Eshak. In and out, unlucky. Owen Kenny, last 2 threes missed. That one should have dropped for him, just out of luck. Oh, nice Euro step. In and out, and crashing hard from behind. Looks like Breon Wilson. Not sure what's going on. Confusion. Ball being inbounded under Orangeville's basket. 2:31 to go in the first quarter. Substitution. Didn't see who's coming in just yet. Don't have a number. Hassan playing the point for V3. Guarded tightly by the much longer Kenny. It's a nice little floater. That's 86 on V3. It's one of the guys I don't have a name for yet. That's got to be Afan Razak. So V3 out in front. No matter what their uniforms look like, these guys can ball. Ishak inbounds. Scott Smith. Good ball movement from Orangeville. Lefty corner three misses. And one. Owen Kinney. So Owen, class of 2025 out of Barrie, Ontario. Trying to convert. Can't do it. Picked up his dribble a little early. Liam Holmes. Shot clock winding down to 5. Holmes, now he's got to put it up. Hey, it's not the ideal shot, but it still counts. Lovely. Liam Holmes. Kenny weaves. Second chance basket, Owen Kinney. Really impressed with Owen so far. Holmes also impressed. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. And looks like a hand check foul. So it's Griffin Collison, that's 3. Forgive me, I've got 2 threes here. My goodness. They don't make it easy for me. All the parents out there, forgive me. Usually pretty good at this. So Griffin Collison is number 3. They have 2 threes on the roster for me here. (19-15) lead. More substitutions. Is Thomas Baldoff out there as well? And guys tripping. Wasn't pretty. There's the alley-oop. That was a bit much. He had a 3-on-1, and he's going for the showtime. You can do that when you're up 20, not when it's a 4-point game. Fadeaway jumper missed. Razak down the other end, and one. Afan Razak. So at half, we'll get this all sorted out properly with the numbers and hopefully have a better second half for y'all out there. Looks like it's going to be a good one. Scott Smith wrestling with it. And Hassan called with a foul. on V3. You don't want to be fouling that far away from the basket. Early season jitters. Xavier Gentles, number 24, also out there. Mentioned Thomas Baldoff, 25. Rohan Scott Smith at the free throw line. Arjun Barjwaj, 15, also on the floor. As well as 34, Alex Cuento seeing his first action. 5-point game, 8 seconds left. Holmes weaves through, can't go. Gentles picked it up. Shoot the ball, my man. The big guys play defense. Sometimes they don't know what to do when the ball's in their hand. So a decent first half for everyone but me. 21-16. V3 out in front. So I'm going to run down and try to get these numbers. Well, no luck on getting the remaining numbers just yet. We'll get there. So great to see all the kids in the community getting involved. Good crowd here on homecoming day at the Athlete Institute. Made a bunch of changes to some of the back room stuff. The dressing rooms all moved around. They now have got a hot, cold tub, which very jealous of. Especially an old man like me, that's so needed on my body. But great to see for these young guys, the amount of pounding their body takes and the travel and, the size of these boys sitting on planes that, even for you and I, right? I'm 6 feet tall, and those planes are way too small for me. Never mind some of these boys out here, 6'8", 6'10". Back to it. V3 impressed Trinity Bemba. Leaves it for Weinrich. Swish. Lev Weinrich. V3 opens up a larger lead, 24-16. This second group of Orangeville guys that have come on just haven't settled. And that ball tossed into the crowd. That's Judah Graham. Having a conversation with the coach now to settle down. Bemba. Back-to-back threes, V3. They got to start playing these guys tighter. 27-16, 11-point lead, largest lead of the game for V3 right now. Collison to Kenny. And bit more like it. Owen Kinney, two-handed, puts that away. Breaks that V3 run. They're having success with the big guys underneath, Kirstens and Kinney. Feed those boys the ball. And it looks like stepped out of bounds. You'll see that a dozen times every game when the opposing teams come in. That's Trinity Bemba. So here's Collison, Griffin Collison from Burlington. Kenny. Oh, denied. That's Prince Ojukwu with that block. Now Orangeville's got numbers pushed ahead. And he didn't need to dribble. That's Riaz Salyu. Should have caught that and put it right up. And now stolen away. Bemba leaves it for Ojukwu. Weinrich stepped out of bounds or a travel. And so they just give it right back to him. So 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, as you were. Each team with a turnover. 27-18. Orangeville having success in the paint, but not really from outside the arc. That's got to come if they want to win this game. So a bit of a hand check foul, looks like, on Weinrich. So we had a Jamal Murray sighting in the house, of course, of the NBA's Denver Nuggets, with best players in the league, and of course, an Orangeville alum. Ojukwu, easy lay-in. So Prince Ojukwu really impressive here in the first half. He's got handle, he's got great length. And he's playing really tight D, love seeing it. A little too tight for referee Vince Bull's liking, and he gets called with a foul. But that's the kind of defense you want from the Orangeville guys. When you see guys hitting back-to-back threes, you can't give them that kind of space. They got to play a little tighter. Conversation. I guess these guys getting a little too animated. It's too early for that. We don't need no Orangeville v. Lincoln Prep brawl, as was documented on the TV show Anyone's Game on senior night. I think every guy involved in that scuffle now playing NCAA basketball. Weaves through everyone. Everything but the finish. Riaz Salyu couldn't get it to drop. Bemba. Corner for Rezak, and he stepped out of bounds as well. That's two V3 guys have done the same thing in the past 3 minutes. So excited to get my first look at the 2022-23 version of the Orangeville Prep national team coming up at 7 o'clock against Tri-City Prep. Hopefully they come with uniforms. Short on that 3 attempt is Jack McMahon. Rezak. Smooth for a guy of his size. Rafon Rezak. 31-18 lead. Kenny. McMahon. Swish. The response Orangeville needed. Jack McMahon. Rafon not really ready for that pass, but caught it anyways. Picked up his dribble. Weinrich step back. Shot clock winding down. Ojukwu had to put it up, and it's a turnover. Ball didn't hit rim. So big three and then a turnover, just what Orangeville needed. Lead at 10. And we got a timeout on the floor, and it looks like I'm going to get the remaining numbers here. Nope. I've seen someone coming around with a piece of paper from the scores table for me, and alas. Some Wiz Khalifa, black and yellow. God, what are we talking? 2008, 9 maybe with this tune? I haven't heard much from Wiz Khalifa in a while. So I'm up here. My son, for those that listen to the games often, my son Alex plays university soccer. He's with Algoma University. He's playing down at Western University in London today. I'm missing my own son's game to come here and do this. And then I start off with a horrible intro like that. So hopefully get it right. And you know what? I was planning on watching on OUA TV. The game is not even on OUA TV, so really disappointed. But I'll be driving down to London tomorrow to watch round 2. And I don't even think my son's playing because he's a goalie, and he was told he's starting today. Sometimes they split it up. So we'll see. Alas, couldn't be happier to be here. Energy amazing as usual. Life returning to normal after the past couple years of chaos doing games up here with no fans allowed and travel issues, all sorts of stuff. Life back to normal. God is good. McMahon looking for space. Kenny wide open 3, takes it. No good. Kirsten. Kick Collison. Kenny. Second time's a charm. Owen Kinney. Bit more like it from this group at Orangeville. A second group not as effective of what I'm seeing out of these guys right now. Most of the starters out there. V3, hey, he didn't call glass, but it still counts for 3. It's one of the guys I don't have a number from yet. And Kinney picked up his dribble too deep. Can't make amends. He fouls. So 54 down hard. Back up appears no worse for wear. So thanks for joining us here on the Orangeville YouTube stream. Don't forget to click subscribe. Stay up to date on all things Orangeville. Anytime there's a game, you'll get a notification. Also follow Orangeville and Athlete Institute, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, wherever it is you fancy. I don't know if they have a TikTok. I don't do TikTok. I'm assuming they have a TikTok, so go check that out as well. "13-point lead, V3. 5:10 to go in the half. McMahon. I'd love to see them go back to Kirsten's a little bit more here. And then he steps out of bounds as well. Thankfully, some of the mugginess is cooled off here in the gym. I went and sat outside before. There's a beautiful breeze. I enjoy it while I can because normally when I'm up here in the winter, it's minus 29 anytime I stick my head out that door. Holmes off the glass, no good. Rebound Kenny. Ahead to Collison. Denied! Oh my goodness, and he's getting caught with a foul. Oh, hey. I'm the Orangeville announcer, but feel bad for the V3 guy on that one. That was good defense. Maybe a little bit too much hip. He got ball, but he used a little too much hip. So that's either Breon Wilson or Vincent Warner, 54. Get that at the half. That's one of 3 guys on V3. I don't have the number yet. And what are they calling, a technical now for the reaction to that? It's Jack McMahon, also a class of 2025 out of Burlington. And now Collison will try to convert the other free throw. Took about 6 bounces off the rim, finally dropped in. Gets them both. So Orangeville gets the lead back down to 10. .33 looks like Gabriel Catalano. And I don't have 81 yet either. Collison. Kinney guarded by Holmes. Holmes really impressive today. McMahon, pick your head up. And some tough breaks. It's like Gabriel Catalano called with a foul. So 10-point lead. Orangeville trying to put a dent in that lead via free throws. Just hit 3 in a row in the last session. See if we can hit another 2 here. So this is my first look at all of these guys. I've seen Thomas Baldoff before, as well as Arjun. Well, everyone on the floor, first look at them. The future's bright for these guys. McMahon, lead to 10. Nowhere to go. Orangeville's length causing problems. Holmes, guarded by Saliu. Shot clock at 3. Stolen away. McMahon, good defense. Kinney, quick trigger. In and out. Oh, stolen. Collison. Quick hands from Griffin Collison. All of a sudden, V3 out of sorts. I think maybe they need a timeout. Ojukwu alley-oop. And they got that all wrong. Orangeville's got numbers. 5-on-3 right now. Wide open look. And they can't do anything with it. And it looks like Riaz Saliu is going to be called with a foul. So unfortunate. After that alley-oop, 2 V3 guys were caught down the other Orangeville end. They had 5-on-3 and couldn't make the most of it. Holmes slowing things down. That's what V3 needed. They look a little gassed early in the season. The Heat also. Well, a lot of these guys playing AAU. Oh, bit more like it. V3, good ball movement. Nice backdoor finish. Kenny. Collison. Nowhere to go. Saliu. Saliu's slipping a lot out there. McMahon has that blocked. Rizak with a big block for V3. Arjan Bardawaj back into the game. Kirstens will have a breather. This 54 has impressed. Big dunk on the last possession. Shot clock winding down, and V3, that didn't get off in time. No good, yeah, turnover. So V3, a little lackadaisical on that one. Their bench was screaming that the shot clock was winding down. So also on the floor for the first time today for V3, Savion Crawford Akmazuri. Number 82 today. One extra pass. Bardwaj, little floater. And Saliu in and out. It's going to be red ball. Holmes will inbound. More substitutions. Baldoff back on the floor, as well as Rowan Scott-Smith. Ojukwu. Holmes. Oh, and one, Liam Holmes. Holmes putting on a show this afternoon. We got food trucks outside. When I walked up, it smelled like the Canadian National Exhibition. Just that, that French fries smell is really good. All sorts of happenings for the little kids' prizes, all that great day up at the Athlete Institute. We got a new backdrop for the interviews, which I'm looking forward to using all throughout the year, talking to some of these guys. Denied Ojukwu. Long outlet. That was ambitious at best. No need for that if you're V3. You know, you got a 41-29 lead, 1:11 left in the half. You could have just slowed that down. So that's some of the thing the young guys got to figure out. Nothing wrong with going to the half. 11, 12-point lead. Saliu has his pocket picked, but his teammate Scott Smith there. McMahon's pinned in the corner and turns it over. Ojukwu steals it, and Scott Smith just bails out McMahon, steals it right back. Take the shot. Kick ball. Orangeville will inbound. 49.7 left in the half. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time. Lovely pass. And the roll, Riaz Saliu. Bit more like it from Orangeville Prep. Holmes, he's got handle. Rezak pulls up, short on his attempt. Rowan Scott-Smith. Take the shot, man, you had it. Bardwaj is pinned, get rid of it. Feeds inside, oh! And Baldoff. Rezak thought he got all ball, but he also got a piece of his head. So Thomas Baldoff to the free throw line. Class of 2024. Right here in Mono, Ontario. Tell you, the photo radar out in effect. Any of those coming up here for the 7 o'clock game, be careful driving down Highway 9. The York Regional Police were all over it today. I finally got the last home game of the season. I've been coming up here for 5 years. This is year 6. and I never got a ticket. And finally, the last home game of the season, I finally got my ticket on Highway 9, trying to fly home. Thomas Baldoff hits that free throw, chipping away at that lead. 5.3 seconds to go. V3 wants to draw up a play. You know, I love when you get a ticket. Like the police officer tries to convince you that he's doing you a favor, you know, by maybe knocking off a couple percentages on, hey, I'm doing you a favor. Like, dude, you're handing me a ticket. You're wasting. I'm pulled over to the side of the road for 10 minutes. You're doing me no favors. So a great summer for the most part. Just getting back to doing all the things I loved doing before. Went down to a bunch of Toronto FC games. Nice to be out back. A couple local watering holes. People acting a little bit more normal these days. Great to see. Also was down at Global Jam, the basketball tournament a couple weeks ago. Down at, Toronto Metropolitan University. That's going to get some taken used to. That's Ryerson for those that don't know. Wide open look. Ojukwu can't hit it. It was a good play drawn up. Just couldn't execute it. So at the half, V3 comfortable, 41-33. I'm Chris McKee. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully at the half we'll get these numbers situations sorted out and we'll have a better call in the second half for you. Hang tight. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Check, check. Welcome back to the Athlete Institute in Mono, Ontario. I'm Chris McKee. Thanks for joining me, and we are settled. I finally got all the names and numbers, so I was right. 54, Breon Wilson. Really impressive in that first half. A couple big dunks. And so hopefully I'll have a much better settled call for this second half. All the parents and family out there, forgive me, we got it sorted. And also the players when they go back. So McMahon inbounds on the floor for Orangeville. Chris Kirstens, Jack McMahon. It's Griffin Collison, Riaz Saliu, and Owen Kinney. Lev Weinrich, Trinity Mbemba, Liam Holmes, Afan Rezak, and Prince Ojukwu, out there for V3 right now. So the only thing you got to look at here for V3, they were the better team in the first half by far. Liam Holmes looks nice. Afan, a couple big plays. Breon Wilson, really good. Everyone. Bemba, Weinrich hit a couple shots. It's this first group for Orangeville's good. It's just they haven't gone into their bench too much, V3, so we'll see if they've got the legs late in the fourth. Shot clock at 4. Weinrich leaves it. Afan Rezak, big 3 with the shot clock expiring. Big man showing range. He's got impressive length. He's got good handle for a guy his size as well. Plays good defense. Whose ball? Orangeville. No, it's V3 ball. It's Orangeville ball. McMahon will inbound. No one on Orangeville moving. No one in white. They're all stuck. Kirsten thought about passing, hesitated, and the ball doesn't drop for him. Holmes. It's got to be a charge. No charge called. And the ref's trying to converse. Yeah, there we go, Orangeville ball. McMahon. Collison. Little left-handed floater, Griffin Collison. Bit more like it. Bit more of that if you're Orangeville. Weinrich. Holmes. And not sure what the call is. Ojukwu will inbound. Bemba, long 3, no good. Rebound, Kenny. Wide open look, Owen Kinney. And should be red ball. It is, yeah. So Orangeville not really hitting them from behind the arc today. So if that's not working, let's start feeding the ball into Kirsten's, the big guy, and let's manufacture hoops the old way. Holmes. Got everyone in white standing there watching that ball come off the rim. And it allowed a second chance basket. Good steal by Weinrich. Easy dunk, Afan Rezak. Lead back to 11, 46-35. Orangeville just can't put a dent in that lead. Kirsten standing there by himself. Collison has his pocket picked. Weinrich better watch it. And great defense. That's why I said he better watch it, because You could hear the Jaws music of Kenny tracking from behind. Saliu short. Holmes. No good for Liam Holmes. Riaz Saliu, easy rebound. McMahon. He's got Saliu coming in and denied. Prince Ojukwu, but he's called with the foul. Prince not too happy about that. V3's been really lively on the defensive end, challenging every shot. Nothing's come easy for Orangeville. So Saliu from the Schwa. I'm a graduate of Durham College out in Oshawa, so Oshawa always has a place in my heart. McMahon will inbound. Kenny. Wide open look. Scott doesn't want it. And then almost gave it away. So Rowan Scott-Smith, he's had a couple open looks, but I'm watching him, his head is always down. He's got to get that head up, keep an eye on what's going on around. There's open looks, take it. Oh, Breon Wilson. Didn't get the foul call. McMahon pulls up for three. I like it, but he can't get it to go. Tipped out of bounds, should be red ball. No, got a bit of a break there. That one looked like Kenny knocked it out of bounds. Kenny, no need to bounce that. Catch and shoot. But he gets himself to the free throw line, so alas, it worked out. Owen, mentioned from Barry. Hitting free throws, lead to 10. Now this is where Orangeville's kept it, and every time they get it to 10, V3 goes on a little run, and Orangeville chips away. They got to get this down to single digits and then work from there. And Bemba stepped out of bounds again. That's the second time he's done that. Not sure what the issue is. Oh. V3 wants a timeout. Well, thanks for joining us here on the Orangeville Prep live stream. Don't forget to click subscribe. Also follow Orangeville on Instagram, Athlete Institute as well, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, wherever it is you fancy. I'm more the Instagram, Twitter vibe. Hit me up on Twitter at Mr. McKee, MCKEE. Don't forget 7 o'clock tonight, Orangeville Prep versus Tri-City. We'll get our first look at the 2022-23 version of your Orangeville Prep Bears. Three-time OSBA champs. Now you look at teams like Fort Erie losing Leonard Miller and a couple other guys to the NCAA. Do they have the ability to reload the way Orangeville does? United Scholastic Academy is going to be really good. They got some ballers. Obviously lost some as well to college, but they got some great young players. And then there's always some new team coming in. And Saliu just does the same thing Bemba did and stepped out of bounds. Weinrich playing the point for V3, directing traffic to Rezak, who's had a big day, and then announcer's Jink turns it over. And just an unneeded pass, and he got lucky with it. Kirsten can't, two chances at it, and can't finish. Wilson, it's got to be a travel. No, foul, Griffin Collison. So just some of the carelessness is what's put Orangeville in trouble. Like an unneeded pass there. I'm looking at it, there's 3 red jerseys and 1 white, and you're trying to drop it in. Keep it simple, right? That's the motto. Wilson had an excellent first half. Hits 1 of 2. And Collison running the point now for Orangeville. And Owen Kinney, hard-earned basket, exactly what I was talking about. The big guys, Kinney and Kirsten, had success early on in the game. And let's start feeding them because that three-point shot just isn't falling for the Bears. Wide open from Bemba. Lost a handle on it, stolen by Saliu. Kenny, and that's the foul, and 1. Is it gonna be? It is. Chris Kirstens, and 1. I was gonna say, when he saw Rezak in the air, he's gotta learn to initiate that contact when your defender is kind of off balance. Did the right thing, and now Orangeville can cut this to a 2-possession game if he can convert. I'm enjoying my BioSteel sports drink here. They're giving them out for free. I've got what do I got? The Rainbow Twist. It's nice. I like the cherry one they have. I didn't see any in the container. Usually get them up here during BioSteel Week. Great to have it back this year after the hiatus. Wilson, and 1. Ooh, can't get it to go. So it is a 2-possession game. Wilson can bring it back to 3. Getting some coaching before he steps to the free throw line. Breon hits 1 of 2. Collison, catch and shoot, can't go. Rezak with the rebound. Weinrich didn't recognize he had 2 guys in red wide open. Good ball movement. But it's going to be an offensive foul called on Prince Ojukwu, and he is beside himself. I was watching the ball movement, so I didn't see the actual foul. So I can't tell you if it's faux dismay or legitimate. 3:58 to go in the third quarter, 7-point game. Orangeville slightly chipping away at it, no motion, or slow motion better than no motion. We got some of the dads rocking some great throwback jerseys. I've seen a guy just now with a in and out, no good, with an Edrin James Indianapolis Colts jersey. Someone's wearing an old school Raptors purple and red jersey. And then I saw someone with a Joe Carter 29, so it's like throwback jersey day here. They're all really good. Great to be back in the gym. Now we're settled here. We got rosters. Now we're going to have to go through that whole battle again for the next game because I still don't have a roster for Tri-City. Weinrich. Lev Weinrich, a dagger. Much needed. There it is. You know, anytime Orangeville chips away at it, Tri-City's got the response. Sorry, V3's got the response. I was just talking about Tri-City. Saliu. And he's called with a travel. Tough call. So the 3 and the turnover. And now V3 can get it back to double digits on this possession. Holmes. Oh, what a fake. And then he's mugged. So Holmes just went like and one mixtape fake. He had Collison looking around and no idea where the ball was. That's some street ball stuff right there. I love that. Liam Holmes. There's that, back to a 10-point lead. Hits them both, 11. Collison to Baldoff. Saliu had a wide open look. Kirstens, there it is. Manufacture the basket. Chris Kirstens, good ball movement, and the big man using his size. Lead back down to 9. Wide open look. Oh. And Saliu got away with a foul because Afan was about to just crown everyone in white. The poster was being printed, and he had it denied. Holmes. McMahon. And then the favor is returned on the other end. This time, Breon Wilson denied. The defensive intensity of V3 has been really impressive all day. Every guy, too. It's not just one or two guys. It's like every guy. And almost a turnover. Saliu. And I'm not a fan of that call. Rezak had great position, got all ball, and is called with a foul. Every right to not be happy on that one. Saliu shooting free throws. Well, off the glass. If he does that again, then I'll know he meant it the first time. Otherwise, a bit of luck that Orangeville needed. Let's see if he goes glass. He does. Okay. Maybe that's his thing. And no need to foul there. You had the big man who picked up his dribble, was lost. The problem on that one there, you had two guys defending. Now one guy's got to basically defend the legs, and then the other guy goes after the ball, and they were both going for the ball, and that's how you got the foul. Trinity Bemba, wide open look from way downtown. Can't go. Rebound Baldoff. Bardwaj back on the floor. Floater from Collison, lefty, in and out. Gets his own rebound. Well done, Griffin Collison. Cole Gandhi back on the floor. And he's down there fighting for it. Bardwaj comes away with it. Kirstens. Take it. And denied, gets a second crack at it. And he's denied twice. Can Collison make amends? He does. Little baseline jumper. Nothing but net. Griffin Collison. Under a minute to go in the third. Orangeville has the lead down to 4. Temperature in the gym heating up. Wilson lost a handle on it. Oh, come on. Oh, it's a charge. I thought Orangeville was getting caught with that foul. I think Wilson was frustrated that he lost a handle on it and then just ran over the defender. So I'm trying to track down the score of my son's game because they haven't posted it. That usually means it was ugly. Even Western, you know, I'm looking at Western's socials. They'll post anything. They posted 9 things about football and rugby, but no soccer score. Not sure what the conversation is here. I think they're trying to keep track of the fouls, but they can't because the scores table doesn't have the correct numbers. So they said there's a couple of guys we're not even going to know who's got extra fouls and who doesn't. Hey, it's an exhibition game. Let's just enjoy it. Not too concerned on stuff like that or how horrible my first quarter was here on air. Kirstens, Collison, guarded by Gandhi. McMahon, and has his pocket picked by Bemba. And now V3's got number. That's a charge. It's got to be. It is a charge. Good defense from Bardwaj. Got back, set his feet. I had a good angle on that. Good call by the refs there. 4 points. Can Orangeville chip away at this? They haven't led since, gosh, about 3-4 minutes into the game. So they'll hold here for the last shot. Try to get it down to 1 possession. You got your numbers. Take the shot. McMahon. Bam! Jack McMahon. Big 3. It's now down to 1. Bemba at the buzzer. Can't respond. Well, hey, the lead was at, I think, 14 at one point. Now it's down to 1. Huge 3 as the third quarter seconds ticked away. Jack McMahon. I love that. Confident. As soon as he got that ball, he went looking for that three-point line and drained it. Well, they're throwing out. I'm trying to see if they'll get one to me up top. I just hope one of these guys doesn't get hurt throwing out their arm here. You know, I think the people with the ball in their hand have too much power. They're teasing the audience members, wanting that free stuff, and then they turn away and go to the other side. They are drunk with power. Well, getting ready. We got to have a juicy fourth quarter here. Just when it looked like V3 was running away with it. A good late surge in the end of the third by Orangeville. And finally, that three started to come. I talked about this earlier where, you know, V3 hasn't gone that deep into their bench, and you wonder, will their guys have the legs in the fourth quarter? We're about to find out. Chris McKee here in the Orangeville Prep live stream. This is the Provincial team, senior national team coming up next at 7 o'clock. It's been a good game. Liam Holmes backs down his defender. And then almost Breon Wilson was clever, wide open from Kirsten's, airballs it. And McMahon came in, can't help out. Weinrich, can he get to it? He did. And one. Afan Rezak. What a hostile play by Weinrich to go get it. And then Afan's been special all day. This guy's a nice player. Because he's a big guy, but he's got great hands. You don't see him fumbling with it. When he gets that ball, he catches it clean. And here trying to convert the three-point play. And Wilson stepped in the paint. So they wouldn't have counted had it gone in. Wilson stepped over the line. Kirstens, and there again, yeah. So Afan's got to learn. He keeps leaving his feet. He's got size. He doesn't need to jump. He's done that twice, and now Kirstens is recognized and then initiates the contact, gets the foul. So a guy with Afan's size, just stand there, put your hands out. Don't be jumping. Chris Kirstens coming to life in the second half. Class of 2023 out of Kingston, Ontario. Hitting free throws. Hits them both big. 56-53. Just over to 9 minutes left in the ball game. Weinrich kick out. Wilson. Oh, and it's three, but that's one of the uglier threes you'll see. It had no arc on it. The ball barely just rolled over the rim. They don't got to be pretty. They just got to be good. Six-point lead, V3. Well, Saliu, he got lucky there. His hands let him down, but he managed to pick it up on the second try, put that away. Riaz Saliu. Holmes walking the free throw, or the baseline, excuse me. Saliu a little too aggressive, called with a foul. Holmes inbounds. Weinrich, catch and shoot. No good. Kenny for Orangeville. A little behind the back. Shown as shake and bake. Kirstens, again, doesn't need to dribble. And finally, Orangeville hasn't had a lot of luck today. Got it there. 2-point game. Bemba. Air balls. Ambitious. His coaches are looking at him. What are you doing with that shot? I kind of agree. So Orangeville has an opportunity here to tie or take the lead for the first time since about 3 minutes into the game. What a feed inside. Kenny. Great pass, great finish. A bit more like it from your Orangeville Prep Bears. Tie ball game. Let's go. Holmes. Wilson. Breon Wilson. Lead sways back to V3. McMahon. Oh, what a rebound. Collison. There you go. And Orangeville Prep has their first lead in eons. Shouldn't that be? Oh, they're only calling it a 2. Oh. Forgive me, it looked like a 3. His foot must have been on the line. 2-point play. So I'm a little jump the gun there. Denied by Saliu. Huge block. Vincent Warner denied. Substitution. Prince Njukwu back in. He's had a great game, a little unlucky with some of the defensive calls against him. But he's been really good. Holmes, he didn't have much time. Shot clock was at 3 when he got it. Turnover, huge. Short on that attempt is Kinney. Rebound, Weinrich, and then he just threw it away. Now, Holmes is looking at the ref that he got in the way. It's his teammate gave him a tough pass. The ref wasn't exactly where he was supposed to be. How about give that look to your teammate? McMahon. Kenny gets the roll. And there's the lead finally for Orangeville. They're bailing me out now. Owen Kenny. So V3 out of sorts. Maybe they need a timeout. Or maybe they just need to give the ball to Breon Wilson. The response. It's got to be a 3. No, they're calling it a 2. Collison, reckless, just had his head down, not really looking. Wilson, he's got Holmes wide open. Boom. Liam Holmes, big 3. scoreboard, I don't know if it's correct yet. Yeah, they're trying to get that sorted. I'm like, hey, I'm pretty sure that was a 3, so shouldn't it be 66-63? There it is. Yeah. I am insane, but I haven't lost my mind just yet. 66-63. Kirsten, that's it. Exactly what I talked about. Big man, he's having his way down there. Keep feeding him. The juke woo for Weinrich. Wilson had a wide open look, does a stutter step, and it was a foul before the shot. So I don't think, yeah, they're just going to inbound. So timeout on the floor. 1 point ball game. We got a good one. Don't go anywhere, folks. Good finish ahead. I'm Chris McKee. Thanks for joining me. Of course, drop me a line on Twitter at Mr. McKee. Check out my basketball page, undraftedfreeagent.com. Also on the socials, undrafted_FA. So I also have a golf show on the radio on Saga 960. It's called This Week in Golf. So I haven't done much basketball all throughout the summer because I have a golf show on the radio. You can also find that in podcast form on Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes. And then I'm also a traffic reporter for, well, it was, as of last week, it was 9 stations, and it'll be to 8. I'm making a few switches, and I'm thankful I'm losing 2 stations, but I'm getting another one. You can hear me on TSN 1050, Monday to Friday, 97.7, Bounce 102.9, Move 105.7, Bloomberg 1150, which is like a news talk, as well as 610 CKTB, which is the Niagara News Talk, and Funny 820, which is the comedy channel. I'm on all those stations 5 days a week.
Should be 67.
No, he's wrong. It's 66. There's one of the dads saying it should be 67. It's 66 because the coaches would be arguing for it. Holmes. And it's going to step out of bounds. So you wonder how many points just them stepping out of bounds, that's cost V3, or at least point opportunities. And, unlucky for Warner. He's going to get called with a foul as Collison turned that over. So Orangeville catches a break there. McMahon will inbound. So in years past, Orangeville's had 2 teams, 3 teams. A couple of years ago, they had the Athlete Institute Red, Athlete Institute Black, and then Orangeville Prep. And a couple of years before that, they had the Athlete Institute and Orangeville, the 2 main teams. Kenny can't get that to go. Wilson comes up with it, but then rolls it out of bounds. Should be white ball. One of the refs got to make a call here. It's going to be red ball. This year, going with the younger team, then the provincial team, and then the national team. Oh, Warner just hit the ground and got back up. That was an ambitious effort from Holmes. Collison attacks, lost a handle on it. Still fighting for it. Saliu picks it up, bails out his teammate. Orangeville back in front by 1. So it looks like there's some sweat on the floor. The ref wants that wiped. Normally we have somebody here with the Swiffer. There's one down the other end, not down that side, the right side. You're right on the screen. They have one down the left side. Four minutes to go, 1 point game. Let's go. Let's see if V3 has the legs. That's the one thing we've been talking about all game. They don't use a lot of their bench. Holmes inside to Warner. Lovely finish. Vincent Warner. 1 point lead V3. Saliu, the sea parted for him. And 1. Chris Kirstens as Holmes got too much hand from behind. So a great second half for Chris Kirstens. He's dominated the paint. Not sure what's happening over at the scorers table. I think maybe just people can, hey, how was your summer? Long time no see. It's catching up. How's your golf game? And gets the roll. Kirstens converts. 2 point lead. Good energy from Orangeville in the second half. You know, it's how you respond when down and there's a turnover. Weinrich just lets that one roll out of bounds. How you respond to adversity is what you find out about your team. So Coach Eric finding out, and also you as a coach, hey, how do I adjust? McMahon, corner 3. No good. Kirstens again. Chris Kirstens all day. I had to use some body language to try and get that one to drop. 4 point lead Orangeville. Can V3 respond now? Holmes. Ball bouncing around, and it should be red ball. No. Unlucky. Njukwu's got a case to play there. I think Saliu might have knocked that. McMahon. Little sky hook, delicious. Jack McMahon, love that. Attacks and then uses that little right-handed sky hook. And it looks like Kenny's gonna get called with a foul. So timeout on the floor. 2:26 to go in the ball game. We got a good one. Don't go anywhere. Well, after a bit of a rough start to the broadcast, everything's settled down. We know who's who now, I hope. Haven't been in this gym since BioSteel week. It's great to be back. Had a wonderful summer though. Just happy to be back here. OSBA season tipping off probably in about, 3 weeks? So sit tight for that. I know they're finalizing the schedule. I'll be back up here calling, just about every one of the home games. I plan on it. So I don't book any days off at all until the fall. So I have not had a day off since the end of March for BioSteel. I didn't have to take a day off because it was on a Saturday. But hopefully we'll find out that schedule in the next week or so. Holmes inside. Ejukwu can't get it to go. That's a terrible pass, but McMahon bailed him out. And Saliu was going for a highlight reel, but it just rolled in. Kenny didn't need to make that pass. McMahon, thankfully, went up like a wide receiver and ripped that ball away from the DB in the end zone. It was huge. Oh, Wilson gets knocked in the head by Kirstens. He sold it well, too. So Wilson. So normally, before every game, I research and make notes on every player. Now, a lot of these guys, the younger guys, there's not a great amount of information out there about them. Sometimes you check their socials, you can pick up a few things. But hey, we're making it work here today. Stepped out of bounds. Careless, that's a big turnover. So allowing V3 a window back in with 1:45 left. This is a big possession for them. Weinrich, corner 3, short. And Kinney scoops that up. McMahon inside. Kirsten's lost the handle on it. Saliu. Well read, but Ejukwu caught it and traveled. He's having a bit of a rough one with the officials this afternoon. When he goes back and watches this, a bit of a challenge for him. Say, hey. So timeout on the floor. Where's our DJ? I'm not sure this song captures the moment of a close basketball game in the fourth quarter. Christina Aguilera. I was thinking maybe some Lil Baby or Nardo Wick might have captured the moment more appropriately, but hey, alas, Christina Aguilera it is. Well, I'm Nardo Wick obsessed. That's my new guy that I'm really into. Go check out his song called Riot. And he's got another one, was it Smoke With Me? But I like, because he puts money into his videos. They're not just like, it's not just a bunch of dudes with red cups hanging out. There's like cinematography. It's big. It's almost like a Kendrick Lamar video. I'm a fan of Nardo Wick. Check him out. Almost stolen. Wide open look. Collison. Boom. All net. Griffin Collison. Huge three. And now it's an 11-point lead for Orangeville, if you can believe that. And who's that? Looks like McMahon's going to be called with a foul. So Orangeville looked done and dusted in the second quarter, even early in the third quarter. It's all about, good coaching is about halftime adjustments. So credit to Coach Eric, because his guys, didn't even look like they were going to be in this. Made the right adjustments. Played a little bit more simple, old-school basketball. Big free throws here. Wilson's got to hit these. Ugly free throw, but a huge rebound from Holmes. Big possession for V3. They need points. Wide open. And a charged. And Prince Ojukwu is just, he can't get a call from the refs today. That's a tough one. You wonder, what did he say in the pregame to get these kind of calls? Hey, Prince, I feel you, fam. I think that's him fouled out now. He's not happy, and he shouldn't be. Oh, what a play by Wilson. Just a reckless pass. Warner. But alas, Orangeville gets away with it. And it looks like, oh. It's almost like they don't want to win this game. They keep giving V3 opportunities late. Don't forget, folks, stick around 7 o'clock. Orangeville Prep, Tri-City. Your first look at the Orangeville National squad. Here we go. Kenny, and that's the dagger. That'll do it. Orangeville Prep 81, V3 68. Do not foul if you're Orangeville. And they just fouled and won. You know, sometimes the young guys don't want to listen. It's like Bardwaj with that foul. That's the one thing the young guys got to learn is about the situational basketball. They can all shoot. They've all, you know, these boys all got size. They got handle. It's just understanding the little nuances of the game that, and sometimes that's the difference, you know, between good high school players and good college players. Just be aware of everything that's happening. Don't just rely on your coach to tell you what to do. Understand the situation. Bardwaj, class of 2024 out of Markham, Ontario. I work in Markham out of Buttonville Airport. Oh, well, can't get any free throws. Do not foul, do not foul. Weinrich. Rezak misses that three. And there's a travel called on Holmes. And Holmes looks like he's pulled something. That might just be cramping up. He's played pretty much the whole game for V3. I don't even know if he's had a breather. He thought he was getting a free throw. And it was a travel. V3 trying to get a turnover. And a travel call. They did. They got it. I always say this when, you know, a team's down 9 this late. I don't see Reggie Miller on the floor for V3, so they're definitely up against it. But, hey, quick three here. Maybe Holmes pass in and then get the shot back. Warner, put it up, man. There's Holmes. And that should do it for Orangeville. So, hey, credit to Orangeville for the fight back. Unfortunate for V3, exactly what I thought would happen. They just ran out of gas. The bench not quite as deep as what Orangeville was today. Orangeville got it done the old school way. Big guys back to the basket. Chris Kirsten's great second half. Jack McMahon also big in the second half. Owen Kenny, nicely done, guys. Also, hey, your V3, nothing to hang your head about here. You know, bit out of sorts, no uniforms, a little unsettled early, but they had some guys that can play. So don't forget, stick around, 7 o'clock, Orangeville Prep, Tri-City. I'll be back for that call. Thanks for joining us.